That's the lineup. Green flag is out. We are underway with the SK Light Modifieds. Josh Morrison brings the field of 28 to turn 2.
And he's got the lead. Casey Vogt slid way up the track. Mitford on the outside gets up to third. Kalogiannis had a bad start. He falls back to fifth.
Well, deep into the turn, they're really side by side and doubled up. But out front, back to the stripe, it's Josh Morrison, leader of the pack. How will it shake out? Meanwhile, Casey Vogt is moving in second.
Kalogiannis might have pinched Amanda West up towards the wall. They had to check up a bit, but they're okay. The closest battles for second. Casey Vogt trying to protect the bottom on Mitford. Sitting side by side, just outside the top 5. Pretty dead even going into 3. Now Casey Vogt takes a look to the inside for the lead.
For the top spot, Josh Morrison has it. Vogt goes to the inside, looking for the race lead, but it's Morrison in the outside lane, using that high side momentum to his advantage to hang on to the race lead.
Morrison's been running that high line all season long, whether it's by choice or by handling, but it's working so far. He's still got the lead, while Anglace and West are still side by side.
Vogt to the inside of Morrison, just in front of Mitford and Brewer. Top 4 all come together. Nick Anglace joins that bunch as well.
Coming off of turn 2, it's still dead even between the front 2. Casey Vogt's got the advantage and a shove from behind by Mitford.
Meanwhile, they're side by side in a bid for the lead. Rumbling off the turn, Morrison tries to hold on. Will we have a brand new leader at the stripe? Yes, it looks like it. It's still Casey Vogt digging in, can't make the move, makes the move finally as they head down the back straightaway.
Fantastic racing up front, and Vogt finally clears the 35 for sole possession of the lead.
Out front, second leader of the event, Casey Vogt to the point. Morrison slides up the racetrack. Here comes Mitford to the inside for second. Morrison back to third and finds pressure from Matt Brewer.
The top 3, top 2 looking for their first SK Light Modified win. So is Matt Brewer as he tries to take the third spot from Morrison, while Amanda West tries to take a spot from Anglace.
Brewer tries to guard the spot, can't quite do it. Morrison is there. All of a sudden, here comes Amanda West. White number 15 car, working its magic on the inside lane. Amanda West is up to 4. Caution flag comes out. It comes out for the Cole machine that is stopped at the bottom of turns 1 and 2. You're looking at the yellow number 31 of Karsten Cole.
Looking for the green flag. There it is, and we're back underway. It's the inside, though, with a little bit of a jump as they go to 1, led by Casey Vogt.
Mitford trying to stay alongside Vogt and stay even with them coming off of 2, and he does it. Amanda West right behind him trying to give him a push as they go into 3.
There's no question about it. Amanda West is there. Little power assist. They come off the turn. Literally a gaggle of cars in the top 10. No one is giving up an inch down to turn number 1. It's Vogt still in command. But for how long? 3 wide as they head off turn 2.
Mitford got really loose coming off of 2. I'm not sure if he had help or not, but that allows Matt Brewer to move up to the second spot.
Brewer in second, Anglace now in third, Kalogiannis to the inside of Mitford for the 4th position. Lambros and Amanda West make up that lead pack of 7 back in turn number 2. The race is from second on back.
Anglace trying to get a
Sophia
run off
Papp
the
goes around, turn 2.
1 and 2. Sophia Papp spins. Everybody misses her. Side by side for second spot. Anglace has got it, but will they complete the lap before the yellow?
We'll restart second car on the bottom in third. Green flag is up from Mike Helberg on the starter stand. We are back underway, and they are dead even back to turn number 1 with Vogt and Brewer.
Vogt did a really good job driving in and deep into 1 to take the lead, but look at Anglace cut that car to the bottom off of 2. They're 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide down to the turn number 3. Brand new leader emerges by inches. It becomes Nick Anglace. Car number 10, the Yukon machine, is giving him a good run. He sets the pace.
1 car has a flat tire in the back of the pack. 2 cars are in the grass as the leaders come off of 2. Top 3 single file. They're still getting together in turn 1 while the battle for 4th is on.
Sophia Papp and Bill Anderson come together further back as the caution comes out. Nick Anglace, that Yukon-sponsored number 10, leads the field down to the stripe with Casey Vogt to his right elbow. 7 laps to finish it up for the SK Light Modifieds. We're back underway, and it is Anglace by a half a car length over Vogt. That inside lane advances ever so slightly to turn 2.
Casey Vogt holding strong up top. Anglace does clear him, and he has sole possession of the lead, while Mitford tries to get second.
Ron Mitford turning some heads here tonight. He's making some noise, and Amanda West gets a second wind and car number 15 is going for the podium, setting back and forth.
Both did a good job, though, getting in line right in front of Amanda West to hold on to that third spot for now. Dean Lambrose tries to take a spot away from Matt Brewer, who got loose off of 2 in the battle for 5th.
And falls to the 5th spot in car number 51, just in front of Dean Lambrose. And
trouble in turn 3, multiple cars go spinning. Josh Morrison, Dalton McCarthy, Chris Matthews, Robert Blocks in the 3rd, and Cassandra Cole.
14 of 20 complete. Nick Anglace to pace the field off of turn 4 with Ron Mitford to the right elbow. Mitford's been up there for the entire event and gets a big shove from Amanda West as they go to turn number 1, but the inside lane again prevails with Anglace out front.
It's been multiple years since Anglace last visited Napa Victory Lane. He wants to end that drought tonight, and he's got the top spot.
Certainly does, as he sets the pace. The side-by-side battle is on for second. They come back off the turn, back to the stripe. Mitford still in command. Vogue is still in second. Amanda West is right there challenging. And all of a sudden, we've got a car down off the racetrack in turns 1 and 2.
That's Dylan Houghton in the 99 car. He's stranded down there in the grass, while Amanda West tries to get by Casey Vogue for 3rd.
Vogue to the outside, Amanda West to the bottom, and West gets a big shove from Lambrose to the inside as the caution comes out.
They come off turn number 4 in just a moment. Side by side, they work their way, looking for the start. Nick Anglace, Ron Mitford. Picture perfect start. Anglace has the advantage, and the entire inside lane looks racy.
Casey Vogt on the inside of Ron Mitford Jr. trying to take that second spot back, while Amanda West again on the outside tries to push to 76 while Brewer scratched the wall.
That 76 is Mitford challenging Vogt for the second spot, just in front of Amanda West, who is scored in 4th and has Lambrose to her inside. Matt Brewer part of the battle from second on back, and Nick Anglace tiptoeing away from the rest of the field.
There's no question about it. Anglace is gone in a zone of his own. Story second on back, a whole different picture. They come off the turn, to the stripe they come. Nick Anglace will take down the win. Ron Mitford will finish in position number 2.
SK Modifieds lined up, ready to go off of turn number 4. 40 laps the distance as we're green.
Fastest division of the night, lights them up off turn number 4.
Flamia goes for a ride here on the front stretch. Wheel hopped over somebody as he'll spin to the infield. Leaders are on the backstretch.
That somebody was Dylan Kopech, who keeps going. It's Wesley Prucker that has the lead, while DiMatteo goes for second.
Meanwhile, bid for the number 2 spot. He'll make the move, bottom of the racetrack. It is Corey DiMatteo. Car number 11 sneaks down underneath Todd Owen. Owen has to settle back to 3rd.
While Alex Pearl moves to the inside of Stephen Chapman, coming off of 2 in the battle for the 4th position. They head into turn 3. Pearl's got the spot. Now Moeller on the outside of Chapman for 5th.
Moeller to the outside lane, gets it wound up in car number 85 with Chapman to the bottom as they cross the line. That battle for 5th continues hot and heavy just behind Pearl. Caution is out to retrieve the David Flamia car on the pit lane.
Well, the Flamia machine spun down through the infield, and now it appears that the record needs to assist in moving there. And car number 88 will try to get back out, but he's going to have a lot of ground to make up.
Top 5 in points, makes his way back onto the racetrack as everybody else goes under the green flag, chasing Wesley Prucker to turn 2.
Prucker has the lead. He had a great restart. Todd Owens going to take the second spot away from Corey DiMatteo. Barely clears him down the backstretch. Now Stephen Chapman wants 3rd.
Chapman dives to the inside, works his magic there. This time Todd Owens slips up the racetrack. Door opens, and here comes the 14. Working its way, Stephen Chapman has now taken over 3rd, looking for 2nd off 2.
He's bar to bar with Todd Owen down the backstretch. Marcello Raffano has come back down pit road while they're still neck and neck for that runner-up spot.
Chapman and Owen side by side for 2nd, just in front of Corey DiMatteo in the 11 as they hit the line. All of this about a half a second behind race leader Wesley Prucker. That's 4 car lengths in hand at top of the field.
Tightening up front, Stephen Chapman has reeled in Wesley Prucker, who gets a little bit high in the middle of 1 and 2. Now Stephen Chapman goes for the bottom shot in 3.
Bono for the lead in turn number 3. Chapman with the run to the inside of the racetrack on Wesley Prucker. Prucker using that momentum in the outside lane to maintain the top spot at the line by a half car length.
Stephen Chapman goes so low, he kicks up some dust in the entry of turn 1. Can't get enough coming off of 2, so Prucker stays ahead in the battle for the top spot.
There's no question about it. Prucker and Stephen Chapman. Chapman clicked off the quickest lap a lap ago, but it's still Prucker. turning in the race of his career down into 2.
Rucker trying all he can to hang on to that lead up top, and he's doing a good job, but how long can he hold on? Steven Chapman staying stubborn on the bottom.
Third time by, they are locked up nose to nose for the race lead. Prucker in the outside lane, Chapman to the inside, and at the line it's Wesley Prucker by 3/100ths of a second.
No question.
This is the furthest alongside Steven Chapman has gotten. He runs Prucker up about a half a lane, but they're still neck and neck going to 3. Steven Chapman's got the advantage. Steven Chapman's got the lead.
It is by molecules as he comes off the turn. It becomes a brand new leader. That is Steven Chapman. Prucker sets back in the second. Meanwhile, Corey DiMatteo is up to the 3rd spot, side by side for 4. We are green and racing.
Alex Pearl doesn't come up to speed in the outside lane, gives the inside the advantage as they go back to turn 2, side by side for the lead.
Steven Chapman on the inside, Wesley Prucker up top. The big winner on that restart was Keith Rocco. He moved up a couple rows because of Pearl's bad start.
That's the story. We can see Rocco is moving forward, and the inside lane seems to be the way to go. Another Chapman car, the 41 of Tyler, also working front as he puts the pressure on Rocco. He's got to come to life because we are on lap number 21. JP, Jonathan Pulio, dives down low, white, black 7.
Keith Rocco and Corey DiMatteo get together and they both spin in the battle for 3rd.
2 cars to the bottom of the racetrack. Caution flag comes out. Rocco is able to drive away.
Green flag is back up into the second half of this feature event as they go to turn number 1. Chapman at the point to the backstretch.
And Pearl on the inside of Wesley Prucker for the 2nd spot. 2x2 from position 2 on back. Prucker shuts the door and holds on to the position.
Meanwhile, Tato had tried to make a move on the outside. He almost made it stick. He's not done yet. Meanwhile, car 71 moves to the front of the field. Alexander Pearl is back on the podium.
And reels in Wesley Prucker trying to move up a spot. Pearl had a great run last feature, but a flat tire subsided his result. He runs 3rd as they're lined up behind him. Alex Pearl in 3rd spot has reeled in Prucker, makes a move to the inside. It's going to be a bottom shot in turn 3.
He does a great job of doing just that. It is Alexander Pearl up to 2nd. Meanwhile, look back and take a look at the 4th position. Good racing action there. JP, Jonathan Pulio up to 4th. He'll try to pull away down the back straightaway. Here they come back off turn number 4. 1st and 2nd got a battle of their own, but further back, and it is a strong battle for 7th and 8th.
Up front, Pearl is there. He's on the back bumper of Steven Chapman. He takes a slight peek to the bottom, but he stays in line. Top 2 nose to tail.
2 of the youngsters here in the SK Modified Division racing for the lead with 6 laps to go. Steven Chapman and Alexander Pearl back to turn number 1 racing for the top spot.
Steven Chapman protects the bottom. Pearl tries to arc the corner. He is pushing on the back bumper of Steven Chapman. Now he makes his move for the lead in turn 3.
Todd Owen slow back straight away will fall to the tail end of the field. Not sure what's going on with Owen as he gets turned. The battle for the lead is back in turn 1.
Pearl could not make the move work. Dylan Izzo spun after contact mid-pack. Got the car fired up, but he can't go anymore, and that brings out the caution.
It is Chapman by inches. Meanwhile, Pearl continues to dig in the outside lane.
Pearl's trying to hang on up top, but it's not going to work. Steven Chapman has the lead. Pearl tries to get in line in front of Pulio in the battle for a 2nd, and he does so.
Here comes Mike Christopher Jr. just behind Pulio. He's up to 4th as a car goes spinning further back.
That's Art Caruso in the 12. He backs it into the wall. Car is not fired up yet. As the field races into turn 1, the yellow comes out again.
Caution comes out. 36 of 40 is now complete. Caruso's car as they work their magic off the turn. We are up to speed here at Stafford, and it is Pearl by inches, but by the time they get to turn 2, it might be a different story.
Christopher got a great shove, giving Pearl the push down the front straightaway, giving Pearl a chance up top to try to take that lead.
Steven Chapman shoulder way around though on the bottom, maintains the top spot by a half a car length. Coming to 3 laps to go, it's Chapman by a full car length over Pearl, who tucks in the line just in front of Jonathan Pulio.
One car slammed the wall hard in turn 4. That's Art Caruso in the 12, and the tires completely come off that car. I think it's the right front.
And for those watching home on Flow Racing,
We're looking for the white car, and there it is trying to make its way up. Comes off the turn. Once he makes contact with the wall with the right front, it shears it off without a fight. Here they come. Off turn number 4. the green will snap out, and it does. They almost come together. Down on the bottom of turn number 1, Chapman is still in command.
Chapman got a good restart there. Pearl steps on it, coming off of 2, and he gets a huge run. He's clear and takes the lead. Chapman falls back to second while they're 3 wide for third.
Chapman slid wide off of turn number 2, fell back to second. Pearl now slides up a little bit as Kopech is in trouble, rear of the field, along with Todd Owen and others.
And Bonza, remember that theory you had earlier about the cautions? Well, we're counting them down 38 to 40, and your theory is absolutely correct. Here they come off turn number 4, working their magic. Alexander Pearl, so long overdue for this one. Steven Chapman is right there in the outside lane.
Both drivers go way deep into 1. Steven Chapman had a great launch. Tries to stay alongside Pearl, who leads him up the racetrack. It's Pearl that has the advantage in 3.
Pearl looking for career win number 1, goes to the front of the field as they come off of turn number 4. White flag, 1 lap to go. Here comes Wesley Prucker to challenge Chapman for second, a car length behind Alex Pearl.
Pearl's car is loose. He's sliding up the track, and that opens the door for Prucker. Half a lap to go. The top 2 both looking for the first SK Modified win.
Here they come back to the stripe. Alexander Pearl is looking for a victory. He comes off the turn. He's done it. Alexander Pearl will take down the win. Steven Chapman to finish in second. Wesley Prucker unofficially in third. Tyler Chapman up to the 4th spot.